Hello and welcome back to the Team Turner YouTube channel. Today we're working on the van again. It's a very exciting day. Right here we have the recently refreshed again NP833 4-speed manual transmission. This is the original transmission that came in the van. It is very similar to a Muncie, but it does have fourth gear being an overdrive. They ran this in GM trucks and vans in the 80s. Some Dodges, I believe, used a similar version as well. Yeah. So recently got rebuilt. It's got new everything, new seals, new bearings. It's ready to go. I was just waiting on the last couple pieces, the shift forks. So it is all put together. I didn't really take much footage of that. But I am going to now put this back in the van. Okay, so here you can see the old output shaft that has had a nice groove worn into it by the bearings. And there's what the new one looks like. That's what it's supposed to look like. It is severely worn. I don't know if the bearings weren't getting enough oil. I don't know what exactly happened, but it failed and wore the shaft down. And then once this shaft wore down, because this is here sticks into the input shaft. This is the output going to the drive shaft. The input shaft covers this, and there's a bearing in between. When this failed, it allowed for this shaft to move around a bunch, and it actually broke this hub, which is the synchro hub for third gear. So these are some of the broken pieces that we found in the bottom of the transmission from when that failed, and it shattered that ring. So this was a real bear to find. It's different than the Chrysler version of the 833. So we got a new hub, we've got a new shaft. Here's some of the other. Alright, so we are working under cover of the blue underglow. It's not just pretty, it is functional. Here's the bell housing. Now the cool thing about these old transmissions like this is these holes here, there's 2, 3, 4 holes, and your transmission bolts to those holes. The bell housing with the clutch and everything inside of it can actually stay bolted to the engine. This thing is heavy enough as it is. It's all iron. I couldn't imagine trying to pull that bell housing out too. The thing's massive. So it is kind of nice on these older Chevy small blocks and whatnot that you can do that. So what I've done now is I've put a little bit of grease on the spline and Just gonna go ahead and shove it up on in there. shop again. I'm working on the van right now. Transmission is in. The only thing I have left to do, and I'm probably not going to get good video of it because it's kind of tedious, is I need to fill it up with fluid. What I'm using is Redline MT90. This stuff is great for older transmissions because it is a GL4 style fluid. A lot of the GL5 is actually corrosive to some of the copper, like brass pieces, synchro rings and things inside of the transmission. So the GL4 is what you need for this. And it's got the right properties, the right thicknesses, everything else. I did a lot of research on this. The NP833, it seems like this is going to be just fine for it. So let's put it in.